Hi, my name is LBarbosa, and this is my presentation of how I made my hand bounding box. Abstract is using visual references and containing a degree of independence. We started off this semester drawing contour hands. Through using an abstract mindset, I was able to take my contour drawings and make them 3D. My goal while creating the wire hand was to use one long strand of wire consistently and to create depth in the piece, really making my piece stand and pop out. Implicit is what has to be inferred from a composition. I then placed my hand on a sheet of paper and played with a simple table lamp to create different shadows. I took pictures as I went along and I was able to mock two portrayals, using shading techniques to create shadows and reflections. I used numerous pencils in order to imply the highlights and shadows in my drawings. With my light studies done, I was able to start my corner studies. I explored different joints and conjunctions to find what would work best for my box. I also explored what parts of my hand I wanted the box to emphasize through cladding, which is illustrated in my illustration drawing on the left. Progression is the process of slowly or gradually developing. This animation shows the progression of the assemblement of my bounding box. This is a Rhino model of my bounding box without cladding that I used to make my physical model from. This is my physical model. I wanted a more open concept for the physical model, using wire for my hand to hang from. I then moved on to adding cladding to my design. Precision is acquiring exact and accurate movements. In my first model, on the left, it was hard for me to get precisely what I wanted. My second model was better at illustrating how I wanted to emphasize one part of my hand. These are my sections for my piece. I wanted to include regulating lines that would suggest where the hand will be and where it will hang from. This over here is the right, which is on the left. The top is shown at the top right corner, and the front is shown at the bottom right corner. Hierarchy is the act of positioning to show importance or greatness. I wanted to show hierarchy in my design for my siding. That is why my box is centered on its pedestal but off to the right of the room, so when you enter angled you have a direct path around the box. So to illustrate, this wall is back here and this wall is a little bit ahead, creating this kind of entryway. And to show how you would move around the room, we enter like this and we go around over here, slowly stopping and watching, looking inside the bounding box, and then we exit this way. This is where you would go around and view the bounding box, and then over there is the exit. This is my final project with all the cladding done. Thank you very much for listening.